The Committee of 300, the secret shadow organization controlling the world via its decrepit fingers and puppet strings.
And ironically enough, a number of these people happen to be Jewish, by the way. These Jews are the problem. There, I said it. I said it.
FBI, open up! Cops! FBI, clear right!
Many of you guys are probably curious as to what the Committee of 300 or the Olympian Council is. Well, it is the 1% of the 1%ers, the upper echelon of the elites that are controlling things around the world from predominantly in the shadows. They're not something that you're exactly going to hear about in the mainstream or the legacy media, as we call it, and even in independent media a decent amount as well too. Very few people have talked about it. The Committee of 300 has only been talked about, to my knowledge, by channels like Anonymous Official, and it's not very well discussed and talked about despite how much evidence there is on them when you do enough digging. It includes people from various industries like business, economics, politics, and heavily the banking industry, which includes families like the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, Royals, etc., and even more publicly well-known families like the Clintons, apparently, as well too, according to one source. Now, a lot of these corrupt individuals or families are actually being protected right now by the cover-up of the Epstein files, specifically more so around his money laundering / trafficking schemes that involved people like Leslie Wexner too, by the way.
Caw-caw! Come here, little boys. I have pretty feathers and candy.
Now, the Olympian Council involves people with ties or connections to the World Bank. That's right, you heard me. There's one of those, which was made in 1944, shortly after World War II, and the old system was crashed. It also involves people / groups in alignment with the 2030 agenda, like groups such as the WEF / WHO. It's all a part of the same shit that's been in play for over the last century, if not more. Now, the key families in the Committee of 300, according to Dr. John Coleman, are 1, the British royals, particularly the Windsor family, 2, the Rothschilds, 3, the Rockefellers, and 4, the Oppenheimers, like the East African branch, not the American branch, but of the same family. This would include people like Queen Elizabeth II, King Charles III, David Rockefeller, Bush Sr. and Henry Kissinger in politics, former MI6 plus CIA directors
Maurice Oldfield,
plus John McComb, etc. So now we'll go ahead and kind of tie some of the connection here to more recent things going on in the world so you guys can kind of understand how exactly they can influence things. And ironically enough, a number of these people happen to be Jewish, by the way. These Jews are the problem. There, I said it. I said it. Now, while there's nothing wrong at all with being Jewish, obviously, all joking aside, the Rothschilds coincidentally happen to have been big funders / have historical ties to the founding of Israel. They've also financially backed the development of Israel for almost a century now. Therefore, one could argue, given these deep ties and connections that the Rothschilds have to the country of Israel, that they have a pretty vetted interest in supporting the Greater Israel Project.
I must help save Israel!
which would mean that they could influence the way things go quite significantly with their massive amounts of money and power in that region. That's a pretty fair assumption to make. Wouldn't you say, Z-Tribe? Let us know inside the chat below what your guys' thoughts and opinions are on that. Now, again, while I have no issues with the Jewish community, I do, however, have an issue with the corrupt Jewish establishment under Bibi Netanyahu and his regime, which have interests that align with these corrupt elite families such as the Rothschilds, Rockefellers, Bushes, Royals, etc. Same interests, same wanted outcomes, different fucking smells. Then they not only have just the Committee of 300, right? They are led by a council of the top 13 families in the world, by the way, too. This is a basic entry-level video on the Committee of 300 and some of who are involved in it. Now, I would like to do a more in-depth video on the Olympian Council / Committee of 300 and who all is involved with it at some point in time. If that's something that would interest you guys and you'd like to know more about, please let us know inside the chat, and I will make it a top priority to be done as soon as possible when I get more of this book / audiobook listened to / read. As usual, though, my dudes, if you guys did make it to this point in the video, go and leave the phrase "Deep State Eat My Cake" in the comment section down below to let me know that you made it to the end and that you guys are part of the 1,000,000% tribe. As usual, if you guys did enjoy, please don't forget to, hit that like button and destroy the shit out of the subscribe button. It really does mean a lot to me. And more importantly, it also helps us to get even further in the CensorTube algorithm out to even more people to let them know that it's okay to question these shitty, corrupt systems we live in, and that it's perfectly natural to do so. Also, if you guys would like a more interactive experience with us, come join us live every Wednesday and Friday from 8:30 to 10:30 p.m. U.S. Central Time, where we talk about conspiracy facts such as this, play a variety of games such as Fortnite, Marvel Rivals, etc., whatever really floats the mood, or, chill out and have a good time, make some dark humored memes, and just vibe out, As usual, though, my dudes, I appreciate you guys very much for being here. Thank you. Much love. And until next time, please don't forget to live long and prosper. Take care and peace. Keep it 1,000,000% real. And as always, fuck the system. I will see you guys on the flip side. Z-Tribe.
My people of this country, and we're under attack. They banning us, they cancel us for speaking the facts. If you man enough, come stand with us, take USA back. And every time we pull up, all you